Hi, good afternoon. It's a little after 1:30 on a Sunday afternoon, the Sunday before Christmas, and right now I don't know whether you can hear any sound of rain on a tin roof. If I just shut up for a moment, I don't know if you can hear that. This microphone and the setup I've got is pretty good at blanking out and suppressing background noise, but if you can hear the rain, Um, that's because it's raining. I'm in Scotland right now. I'm actually at Gretna Green, and I've just come off a great little Skype call with Fran, and I had to nip under cover. So there's a sort of roofed walkway here by the car park, because the rain's come on quite heavily. Um, Maybe it's just a shower. I haven't done any of these recordings for a few days. I've lost track a little bit, but I think the last one I did may have been on Wednesday on my way to work, or possibly on the way home from work. I had a couple of days I wasn't feeling too great, a little bit poorly. I'm okay now, and it's had like a really nice weekend. Got a hire car for the weekend, a rental car. Went to Annick Garden yesterday, which is really not too far from where I live. It's really quite Christmassy there. I posted photos up, so anybody who's following me on Facebook in particular, I think I posted a couple of on Twitter too, may have seen some of the photos. And then yesterday evening, I went over to Amy's, to my blogging bestie, Amy Wilson's, and had a really nice evening. We just exchanged prezzies. Amy ordered pizza for us both, and we watched a couple of Christmas movies, which was fun. So that was a really cozy time, really nice time there. And then today, a day out across to Carlisle and here to Gretna Green. Had lunch, and I like Gretna. There's Gretna Village and Gretna Green, which is famous for its days in the past when I don't know the full story, but I think the idea is that couples who weren't able to get married in England at the time because of needing parental consent would elope and run across the border here into Scotland. And I guess Gretna, which isn't too far into Scotland, was the first place they could get hitched. So there's a great tradition of young couples escaping across the border from England into Scotland, and getting wed across the anvil at the forge here. These days, I think you can still take your vows there if you wish. I think the legal position's changed somewhat over the years, but it's a touristy place. As I'm talking now, there's a big coach just coming in. It's quite a popular destination, but it's quite festive. It's quite Christmassy. The shops are full of there's a lot of traditional Scottish stuff. There's a whiskey store for those who are into whiskey. The Water of Life whiskey, I think, what they call something of life anyway. It's pretty important in this part of the world. But I just like coming here, having a bit of a pot around, a bit of a look in some of the shops. I haven't bought anything yet today, but I'll go and have another look in a minute. So the rain's actually stopping. So one of the things, I just wanted to take a pause, because this is not necessarily the last piece I'll record before Christmas, but there's only a couple of days left, so it's possible it might be. And one of the things, I don't know, I mentioned gratitude a couple of times in the posts that in the recordings that I've made in the last week or two. While I was sitting in the restaurant, in the cafe here, just a little while ago, I took out the little gratitude journal that my friend Vicky bought me as part of my Christmas present. I opened last weekend when I was with her. And I've been writing like just a brief entry in there every day. I don't know whether I'll necessarily keep it up every day or whether I'll come back to it when I feel something specific I want to be want to record, but it has kept me focused on the idea of gratitude and the things have to be. Okay, my recording got interrupted by a phone call just then. I'm going to have to go, but I guess really what I was wanting to say is to express my gratitude really for all the good things in my life, which pretty much come down to the good people in my life. So I'd mentioned three names during that call, I think. Fran, Amy, and Vicky. They're three of my closest friends. They're not the only three close friends I have. So without embarrassing myself or anybody else, I won't go through a little list. Well, I guess I will do a little shout out to Jen and to Robin, who are always very very close to my heart and close in my mind. But they're not the only ones. So thank you. I am truly grateful for all that you bring to my life. Um, and if I hope you know that. I hope that comes across in our day-to-day conversations and calls and whatever. I hope you know you are loved and cherished and valued, because you so are, and I get that back in bucket loads from you and from many others too. So that's my little gratitude call, I guess, today, from the heart, from Gretna, from Scotland. And now it's time to go. So I'll let you go. Bye for now.